Hi everyone, you reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today to start a series I'm going to call Netflix and Chill. So Netflix and Chill, I'm going to watch a show on Netflix and just let you know, should you even use up your time and your energy watching this show. So everyone's been telling me about this show on Netflix called Squid Game, and maybe I'm late to the party, but y'all know that happens with me sometime. So I did watch it. It's 9 episodes and it's a little bit short, under an hour each episode, but hey, let's just wrap it up, round it up and say it's about 9 hours of your life. And so, should you watch it? Should you spend 9 hours? Should you binge watch Squid Game? And there's so many memes out there now based upon this show. So I will say this. If you are faint at heart and blood is not your thing and violence is not the thing that you like to watch and see, then this show is definitely not for you. But if you're okay, and I mean bloody throughout the entire 9 episodes, if you're okay with seeing that, then you'll probably be okay with this particular show. You know, it had its moments in there where they kind of talked about or dealt with a little bit about friendships, honor, loyalty. But it also shows that when people are down and out and they really need money or they need a change in their life, they're probably, some of them will be willing to do anything to get the money and to make that change happen. So this series is based on a bunch of contestants, but most of the contestants for the game are people that are kind of down and out on their luck, so to speak. So it's about a bunch of contestants coming to an island that they don't even know where they're at, because when they're picked up to go to this particular island, they're not only blindfolded, but they're kind of like drugged and knocked out so that they will have no recollection of where they are being brought to and how they got there. Okay, and once they're there, while they're knocked out, they change their clothes and they put on this sweatsuit and everybody becomes a number, so to speak. Okay, so player number 1, player number 459, player number 218. And I'm actually saying those numbers because those are some of the numbers that of the players that were actually in this series. Now, I'm not going to do any spoiler alerts because you know what? If you want to watch it, I don't want to spoil it for you because there's little things I might say and it will, change the way that you view and go through the 9 series. But I'm just here to say my take on it. Should you watch it? I'm going to say yes, but only if you're okay with dealing with blood and you're okay with high level violence. Okay, so the end result of you losing one of these games that you play when you go to this deserted or remote island is you lose your life. Okay, and I mean literally. So they go, the series is about, they play about 6 games, but like I said, most of their, actually all of their contestants they get is down and out on their luck, and they're brought to this island and they're playing these childhood games. So they're playing red light, green light, tug of war. They play this marbles game. So those are all kind of American games that maybe a lot of people will recognize. And then they do play some Korean games because this is, I want to say, I'm just peeking out my notes here, a South Korean, what do you call it? Director, producer, and creator of this particular series. Okay, so they play a mixture of games you may recognize and some of them that you may not. But like I said, they started off out the gate with this game with the game Red Light Green Light, and it's shocking to you if you have no idea what the show is about, that the people that lose on spot, when they lose, they literally shoot them and they're done. They're gone. Okay, and they have a whole set of people that are working at this game situation, so to speak, and they're all masked up and they're covered up, so you never actually physically get to see their face, the face of the person that's running it, and the face of the people that are, facilitating the game, so to speak. So all of the contestants, they live together in the same quarters. They all have on the same uniform, so to speak. They feed them, and then it comes like I want to say almost like a Hunger Games in a sense, where people start turning on each other. The contestants get into a bloody fight, and it's just a whole hot mess. So initially, when the contestants first came to the place, and they found out that when you lose, you literally lose your life, they all voted to just leave the island. Okay, they was like, okay, no money is worth this, and by the way, the grand prize is $45 million, but only one person wins. So if they have a room with 500 contestants, look around. At the end of the day, all of those 499 of them will not survive, and only one person is going to survive and win this grand prize. So when they first get there and they go through this red light, green light, and people like, okay, hold on, wait a minute, we didn't sign up for this is not worth it. So if the majority votes for them to leave, then they can all leave. So the majority voted for them to leave, and so game number one, they all left. But then eventually, as they went back home to their life where they had no money, they had no other options, they had nothing to do, they, for the most part, all decided to come back and just see and take their chances with the game, okay? So during the game, as they're in the room for different games, they had to form alliances, pick partners. And I will say this because I don't want to do a whole bunch of spoiler alert. The marble game, if you do decide to watch it, all of the games are a little stressful to watch, and because like I said, at the end, the result of the team that loses, what's going to happen to them. But the marble game, out of all the games that they played, and they played 6 games, that game broke my heart. I was like, oh my, I can't believe what's happening and what's going on. There's some twists and turns, because as part of the plot, you have a brother that's a cop, and his brother went missing. So the cop decides to kind of go undercover into this whole game operation to see if he can find his brother. When he does find his brother, it's a little surprising and shocking. And also, it's another twist and turn to when you find out who actually is running these despicable games, okay? When you find out who that is, it's a little bit shocking, somewhat. I mean, if you pay close attention to everything that's kind of going on throughout the 6 games, maybe you will catch it. I didn't catch it, the person that is running the games, but I do have friends that they was like, oh, I knew early on that something wasn't right with one of the contestants. So it's interesting, guys. It's bloody. It's 9 episodes, but I will definitely say, if you have the time, you got 9 hours to spare, I'll say watch it. If I had to rate the show from a 1 to 10, I would definitely say they got me tuned in almost to the point where I started to desensitize the bloodiness, which is crazy how our mind can do that. Like, I think after game number 2, because it was no longer shocking to me and I was expecting it, I just, it just went over my head. But it's not one of those shows that you really want to just internalize. Like I said, the violence, it's high level violence. It's high level violence and high level blood. And they also deal with, in this series, kind of like harvesting people's organs. So it was like a mixture of that going on too. But anyway, guys, that's my take on Squid Games. I think you should definitely watch it, but again, you can't be the faint at heart. You can't be one that can't take bloody scenes. And if I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll put it up there, like the 7, 8 range. The storyline was different. It was really different because I've never seen anything like that where it was just so bloody throughout the whole series. And the plots, some of it was predictable, but I wouldn't say a lot. Some of it was a little bit predictable. I think the part of who was going to survive and not survive the games was a little bit predictable. But other than that, it was something different. And it kept my attention. And you know, Netflix has this thing, they can help you binge watch because they don't even give you the opportunity once one episode is done, it just automatically goes ahead and start to run it into the next episode for you. I mean, you would have to stop it, but like I said, was it worth my 9 hours? I mean, I don't know about that, but it wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrific. And it is a conversations piece. I will say that it's a conversation that you can have with a group of friends if y'all all do watch it. So guys, chat with me in the comments. Let me know, did you watch this series Squid Game on Netflix? If so, did you like it, or do you think it was just too much, too bloody, too gory? Like, if they do come out with a season 2, you would not watch it. And the way they ended it off, there could definitely be a season 2. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.